I'd see him sitting on that couch all day long, just staring at that Hollywood hogwash.
Our favorite show was Hollywood Hogwash.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Hollywood Hogwash. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with Josh Reese and Aaron Rosa. Okay, stop what you're doing right now, okay? We want you to listen or watch this podcast, we do, but stop right now and ask yourself one question. Have you watched Sisu? Sisu! If the answer is no, pause this podcast right now, go to your local theater and be like, 1 ticket for Sisu! And they'll say, we're not showing it here. Then go to a different theater and hopefully they'll show it there. And then you can watch Sisu! Because holy shit, this movie only made like $5 million. It should have made $200 million opening weekend. That's how good this fucking movie is.
This movie, if Keanu Reeves was the star of this movie and not some random Finnish dude,
Right.
Yeah.
this would have made $100 million and gotten 3 sequels.
For sure. It's 3 sequels, a prequel,
Yeah.
and then 2 spin-off series.
A spin-off about the woman.
And then another one about the dog.
This movie was so good. Josh and Andrew and I have not agreed on a movie in months.
Yeah.
We finally agree on a movie.
I mean, yeah, we did all like Super Mario, but that was a
right.
That was a animated movie. But yeah, my God, this was as advertised. Like you knew what you were getting going in. It was John Wick, but killing Nazis, and it was fucking amazing. I can't wait to talk about it.
I don't think there's anything we could say here that would like underscore just how amazing it was.
Yeah,
Like it was great.
Mm-hmm.
It
was magic.
They gave us stuff we haven't seen before.
Yes.
I love when that happens.
To be honest, I kind of thought it was John Wick on steroids. At points. At points.
I guess. I mean, John Wick was like almost twice as long as this movie.
Really?
Yeah, this movie was like an hour and 45.
Right,
guess,
but that's what John Wick turned into. Like, yes, this last one was like 3 hours almost. But
Right.
The first John Wick movie wasn't 3 hours. It
No,
was
none of them
Probably
were,
more
yeah.
like this.
Yeah, no, it was excellent. We'll talk about it in more detail later. First, we need to thank some new patrons.
Yes.
So shout out to Rebel Scum and David Lewandowski. Thank you so much to you guys.
Yeah.
You rebel scum.
We know why Rebel Scum is here for.
What's that?
Star Wars.
Star Wars. That makes sense. Yeah, that was the show, right? What are the animated shows?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
There
you
was
didn't
a-
watch that show, Rebel Scum?
No, what was it? Rebel Wars or what was it? Rebel something. There was a Rebel show.
I don't remember.
Well,
now.
that's a line from one of the movies. That was just like a
Rebel
throwaway,
scum.
like, you rebel scum. That was a line
Yeah.
from the original trilogy.
Right. Yeah. I'm not the biggest Star. I don't know all this shit about Star Wars.
That's fine.
Star Wars Rebels.
Not everybody has to be a
Star Wars
nerd.
Rebels. Yeah,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was a cartoon called Star.
Yeah, and that was where Admiral Thrawn was from.
right. Yeah.
Well, I think Thrawn technically started in some novels, like back in the 90s. There's a lot
Yeah.
of Star Wars shit. There's
it's
so
funny
much.
how like those were all just in the novels for like so long.
Yes.
Like my friend Steven would tell me about it, and I would say, I don't care, shut up. But he would do it anyway. And now these novels are like slowly becoming canon, like some of them, because they're putting them in cartoons, they're putting them in the series and everything. So yeah, it's interesting. But again, thank you to Rebel Scum. Thank you to David. Go to patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. It's only $3 a month. You can cancel anytime. Give it a shot. We're currently going through season 4 of Barry.
Batty.
And if you have, that's another show, which if you haven't watched, go fucking watch it. It's amazing. You can get caught up really quick because every season is only 8 episodes. They're 30 minutes long. You can get caught up in like, just a few days if you binge the whole fucking thing.
A weekend.
8 episodes of half-hour episodes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they're only 30
Very
minutes.
digestible.
Absolutely. And I'm really liking season 4 so far. So yeah, patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. If you're just starting watching The Last of Us season 1, we did recaps of that show as well.
Yep.
And of course, season 3 of Mandalorian. And coming up this year, we're going to be reviewing Secret Invasion. What else?
right.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. Yep.
Which
And
looks badass.
Ahsoka does look great. I'm really looking forward to that. That's
Eventually,
in
The
August.
Boys when it comes back out.
It's true. Yes. Yeah. A lot of stuff.
What else is coming out this year? Also, The Righteous Gemstones.
Ooh. Have you watched that, Aaron?
It's on my list.
You have two
it's-
seasons to get caught up then.
It's on my list.
Yeah.
Aren't we getting another season of Invincible too this year?
Yes.
Who knows
yes.
when, though?
I think like fall.
I thought I heard like fall. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
yes,
going to be great.
be part of the Patreon and watch this shit with us.
Absolutely. And we have a bracket that's been promising it for a while, but it's coming. After Barry ends, we're going to have some weeks where there's not any big shows coming out, so we'll drop it then.
Yeah.
And maybe some watch-alongs? Hint, hint.
We could do that.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. Now let's get to the news and rumors, which we also call the Hollywood Hogwash. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Wow. Let's get nuts.
A new trailer for The Flash came out last week, and it was so Keaton-y. There was so much Michael Keaton that now I'm convinced he is the star of the film. I'm pretty sure it's going to be about him. And by the way,
Yes, go ahead.
# Andrew's always right. It's in the fucking theme song to What's Wrong with Wrestling. He is not Thomas Wayne.
He is not
He is
Thomas
Bruce fucking Wayne.
Oh, is he? I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I intentionally didn't watch it because I decided, okay, I'm not going to watch any more trailers. I just want to save it all for myself for the movie.
Wait. We showed you the trailer.
He didn't want to watch any more.
Not the new one.
Yeah.
No.
No?
The recent one just came out this weekend.
Holy shit.
I saw the
Should we
first
play it
one.
for him right now?
I saw the first one.
I think he wants to go in unmolested.
I've been trying to say, because you know what trailers do. Josh, what the fuck?
You don't want
Why
your
does
eyes to
everything
be
have to
molested
go that way,
by,
Josh?
by
What is
another
wrong
trailer.
with you?
You don't want to see another trailer. I get you. You want to be surprised.
Okay.
That took
I
me a
got
second.
you.
But
All
no,
right, then.
Yeah, trailers, they spoil so much. I'm trying to save it for the movie for myself.
Now,
All right. Well, I mean, we'll see. They might spoil some stuff in some TV trailers you might see.
the trailer, of course, doesn't show any of this shit, but I'm starting to kind of feel that Michael Keaton actually dies.
Well,
I think that.
yeah,
I think that happens. In this
I don't think they're
movie.
going to do that.
You don't
I don't
think
think
so?
so. No. Because everyone would be pissed. Like, that's just
yeah,
huge.
that's what movies do now, Andrew.
Have you seen?
Have you not been watching
There'd be
Hollywood?
no need to do that.
They give you
didn't-
great characters and then
they
they
didn't
kill them,
kill-
and it's
hold
like,
on.
oh well, you feel something.
They-
Yeah, it feels shitty.
They didn't kill Toby. They didn't kill Garfield. They all went back to the universes, all happy, which was fine. I don't think they're not going to kill Michael Keaton.
Okay,
They're
that's a good point. That's fair.
I mean,
Hey, look, I was right about the fucking Bruce Wayne.
yeah, sure.
No one would be like, oh, sure, he's Thomas Wayne. What the fuck is that? No one knows who the fuck that Thomas Wayne was an alternate Batman. Most people don't know that. So you can't just put that in the movie and expect people to know what the fuck's going on.
Look, I had a theory.
you never
all right?
know.
It was a theory.
I know we all have theories. My theory might not be right.
I mean, do I want to see a movie about an alternate universe where Thomas Wayne is Batman and Martha Wayne is Joker? Yes.
Yeah, that sounds
I do want to
amazing.
see that.
Yeah, that sounds
But
great.
I don't know that a lot of people want to see that.
Too bad. That sucks.
Plus, that would be too complicated for this movie that's about the Flash with Michael Keaton, mixed in as
Yeah, that's true. You can't like.
It's too much.
If this is a Flash movie, all you can do is just be straightforward, and it's like, okay, here's Keaton as Bruce.
I won't
Yeah.
spoil
I get
any.
it.
I won't
I get
spoil anything for Aaron, but I will say, just watching the trailer, I mean, some of those fight scenes were just like, oh come on, so great.
There's so much Michael Keaton in the movie that it's like, wow, I guess he's in a lot of it.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Could be.
Great news. Also, the Flash director, Andre Muschietti, I think, recently said working with Ezra Miller was one of his best experiences with an actor. And he also said about Ezra, they're taking steps to recovery. They are taking steps. Ezra Miller.
So there's more than one Ezra.
Well, in
there's-
the movie there is,
There's
yeah.
always been more than one. That's right. Which
Talking about all of them.
which
Every
which
Flash.
Ezra did he get?
Barry Allen, all of them are taking steps towards recovery.
I guess the director just doesn't realize that Ezra doesn't break into homes of directors, only random ass people.
Random women.
Yeah.
And people in Vermont. There's this one town in Vermont that's just terrified that Ezra Miller just
And Hawaii,
walks around.
right?
And Hawaii, I
Vermont
guess,
and
right?
Hawaii, where he... Man, what a nut.
Yeah, it does sound weird. I guess they're trying to really rehabilitate his character, or his the person as.
Of course, they have to.
But what was it? I think James Gunn was like, I think we're still like, man, we don't know if we're going to use him going forward.
Look,
and I guess
guys.
it's like, if he doesn't kill anybody, yeah, he'll still be in the
No, I
movie.
mean, they released a statement where they're like, he's getting help. He will be a part of the DCU's future.
Look, guys, this Henry Cavill fuck, we got to cut bait on him.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit. But hey, this guy that broke into people's homes, we got to save him.
Had a
We're keeping
stable
him
of
in.
women?
We're keeping him in.
Wanted to fight the Ku Klux Klan.
I mean, usually the better the actor, the shittier they are as a person, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Kind of how it
Majors.
works in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Very true.
But speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which comes out this Thursday, very excited about that. Spoiler alert. Aaron,
Okay.
cover your ears. Well, you're wearing headphones.
la.
It's not really spoiler, but it will reportedly feature the MCU's first fuck.
Disney's not doing that. No.
Dude, they've confirmed it.
It's
They're going to say fuck in Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
it's just one fuck.
Well, yeah, it's going to be one F-bomb.
Disney's going to have a movie on Disney Plus that has fuck in it.
Yes.
They have Deadpool.
How?
They do have Deadpool now. So I guess it's PG-13. But yeah, like with mature content on Disney Plus, you have to edit your profile to be able to watch it.
Right.
Right.
But this is still rated PG-13, so I wonder if they will... Maybe they'll caution, be like, hey, guys,
Watch out. Here it
Hey.
comes. Here it comes.
the movie, they say fuck one time.
So obviously it's Groot saying fuck.
Fuck. No, I mean,
I am
it's
fuck.
got to be like Rocket, right?
Who knows? Did you?
Who would you guess?
That's too obvious.
I mean, I would imagine it has to be Peter, right?
Fuck. Peter
Right?
Quill. I got Rocket. You got Peter Quill. Aaron's got
Peter.
Groot. I guess we'll see.
Let us know what you have, fans.
Maybe it's someone else.
I'm going to put my long shot money on Groot.
Or I guess it could be Batista.
Batista. Maybe.
Drax, yeah.
Did you get the back and forth between Kevin Feige and James Gunn on that?
No.
So Kevin Feige was like, you don't want to be, told James Gunn, like, you don't want to be the first person to have a curse word in the MCU. And James Gunn was like, I absolutely do want to be the
course I
that
do.
was that was probably all work that they did for that.
I was like, no, I think James Gunn does want that type.
There's probably going to be a lot of pissed off parents about that.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
I can't believe Baby Groot said
Yeah, but fuck them.
He's not baby Groot anymore.
Oh, teenage Groot. I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah,
now he's adult Groot again.
teenage Groot would totally say fuck.
He's
would.
Yeah, but he can't say any other words. He can only say I am Groot and we are Groot.
No,
Nope.
he said
we are Groot.
Groot.
Yeah.
He can say different words.
He's
I know
learning.
that's it. That's it though.
We'll see.
I am Groot is its own language. He goes, I am Groot, and they're like, oh, really? Like it's like what? But he's only saying I am Groot. How do you know that he means something else?
Yeah, what do you
Anyways.
think? What do you think fuck would mean in that language too? That was something really
Probably
bad.
like, hey, you're cool. I don't know. James Gunn also spoke to the Hollywood Reporter to promote Guardians 3, and he admitted that he didn't agree with how Star-Lord was written in Infinity War. Gunn disagreed with Star-Lord hitting Thanos and dooming the universe. He said he wouldn't have done that. When they had Thanos and they had him, and then he finds out that Gamora died, so he was just hitting Thanos with his gun.
Yeah,
Instead of just shoot him in the face or something,
I don't know if that would have did much.
It's really funny, and it's not like a mistake or anything. If anything, you could just say it's a mistake from the superheroes. But in that scene,
Right.
they had Thanos captured, and Mantis is putting the spell on him, and then Star-Lord hits him with the gun. Thanos wakes up, gets his glove back, and fucking fucks everyone else
Right.
up. And then it's so funny because in Endgame they don't make that same mistake twice, because as soon as they capture him, Thor immediately cuts his arm off.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Yes.
That's
And it's
right.
if they did that, why didn't Iron Man just go and like laser his arm off, you know,
Right.
or
Yeah.
someone, anyone.
Right, with all those versions that Doctor Strange
Yeah.
saw, he didn't see that one.
He never saw one where they just cut his arm off.
It's like, fuck, you're right, that would have worked.
Or like, hey, I looked into the future and, you know, I hate to say it, but Star-Lord gets pissed every single time. We can't help it. He got
Nobody-
pissed 14 million times and no one thought to restrain him.
we have to
Nobody
kill
saw the
Star-Lord.
Nobody saw the What If episode where Vision just lasered Thanos in half.
Right, when Thanos
Like, wait,
came
is
in.
that easy?
What is this?
He could have done that.
Fascinating.
Lord Jesus. Yeah, yeah.
So,
Some maybe missed opportunities.
I mean, I get how he feels like Star-Lord's his character and now someone else is writing for his character. So I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah.
Also, Kraven the Hunter will reportedly be rated R when it comes out.
Did you hear some more news about this?
Tell me.
I heard that the Rhino is in it.
Yeah, okay. But guess what, Josh? You know who made the fucking movie? The same company that made Venom.
I
the
know.
same company that made Venom 2 and the same company that made Morbius.
Listen, I'm kind of interested because I like Aaron Taylor Johnson.
So do I.
I like Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I like Tom Hardy.
I've
I
heard-
love Woody Harrelson. And I love Carnage and I love Venom, and they fucked me up the ass in that movie.
I heard this is going to be rated R.
In Venom 2, Tom Hardy turns into Venom, and then he whips out a giant dildo and he goes, "Bend over, Andrew, because you're about to take it in the ass." And that's what they did to me when I watched that film.
Listen,
pretty graphic.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm kind of.
You
I'm
need to
kind
watch
of
it.
Interested.
You need to watch it, Aaron, because Aaron has not watched it. You need to watch it to understand how much pain I was in.
This man for like a year and a half has been like, that movie is dog shit. I wanted to watch it and I didn't.
You need to watch it to know how fucking
Your
horrible it was.
I'm your friend. You want to do that to me?
You need to understand my pain as my friend. That's what you need.
Shouldn't you want to protect me from this?
You know what? I did for like a year and a half. I did, but now you need to know how
now,
bad it is.
Now you need to suffer with me.
I'm not gonna watch it with you. Go fuck that.
No, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself, motherfucker.
So IGN is reporting that Kraven the Hunter will be Sony's first R-rated Marvel movie.
Yeah, we know that.
So pretty interesting. Russell Crowe is in it.
Russell Crowe's the bad guy because Kraven the Hunter. He's the good guy in the movie. Just like all their stupid fucking villain movies where they're actually good guys. It doesn't make any sense. Why?
Listen, I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt.
I hope that Sinister Six movie never gets made. God. Not sure why I got here. Has to do with Spider-Man, I think.
Yeah, that one. No, please.
I'm still figuring this place out, but maybe me and you should team up, do some good. They made Michael Keaton read those horrible lines.
Was Venom the first
Yeah.
villain starring movie that started all of this? Was it Venom?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That one's at least understandable, though, because Venom did have some face turns during the comics. He wasn't just
Yeah,
a villain
sure.
from start to finish. So that at least made sense. But now that they're doing
But you don't involve Spider-Man at all.
Right.
And you take everything that was cool about Venom and you changed everything. I've talked enough about Venom since this podcast has been out. But I'm not hopeful about Kraven. I'm just not. I'm hopeful. The fourth film in Sony's Spider-Man universe, the SSU, is what they haven't made a Spider-Man movie yet in the SSU.
Listen, they're bound to get one of
It's
these.
so dumb.
They're bound to get one of these damn things right.
Hey, you know what they should make before they make a Craven movie?
Yeah.
How about a Kingpin movie?
No,
Maybe
no.
give us
keep
that.
them away from Kingpin.
That I would watch.
Kingpin's fine where
Sony
he
needs
is.
to sell all of their rights
Wow, that too.
for like $10 billion or some shit. Yeah. Also, Peacock released a teaser trailer for the upcoming Twisted Metal series.
Oh, they're gonna fuck this
heard
up
about
too.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Just
So-
like the game.
The game, man, the first, especially Twisted Metal 2, was one of my favorite games as a kid. You played it, right? The originals?
I never.
A
played
little
no.
bit. A little
So,
bit.
all right, a little interesting story, real quick.
Some share.
How long ago was this? 12 years? Like 2010, maybe?
10 or 12 years ago, yeah.
No, you know what? Okay, yeah, something like that. 10 years ago, let's say.
About 8 or 10 years ago, yeah.
We heard that they were making a new Twisted Metal game for the PS3,
Correct.
and I was so stoked because I loved the games, as I said. Then they released a demo, and I got the demo. Aaron got the demo, and I'm like, dude, you got to check this out. And we would just play the demo all night long. We would take turns because the demo was just, okay, we're going to give you a random fucking car, and then you're going to play 20 other people online for like 10 minutes, and whoever gets the most kills wins.
I think Andrew came over to my house one night and we just played that demo for like hours.
And it was
Interesting.
It's the best demo I've ever played in
It
my
was
life.
amazing.
You're just
it was
killing
so
everyone.
much fun.
Then the game came out. And we're like, all right, let's do this. You buy the game, I buy the game. Let's go online. Let's play. Okay, I see you there. Let's play right now. And we're waiting in a lobby. And we're waiting in a lobby. And we're waiting in a lobby. And the game won't start. We get in a lobby with like 15 other people. And someone types who is the goddamn host, except they spelled goddamn GODAM, and Aaron just started like spitting out his beer and going, "Who's the Godam host? Who's the Godam host?" And like he like lost it. And even though that was a really funny moment, where was the Godam host?
See, okay,
There was no Godam host.
The game was terrible. The game glitched out. It was
The
boring.
demo, you
It
just
wasn't
press
even-
play,
it
and then
wasn't
you're
even-
playing.
It wasn't even fun blowing other people up. It was
so there was never any hosts in any
There
of
was
the
no
games?
Godam host, Josh.
Wow.
They fucked
Wow.
that game up so bad. The final end of this whole thing, I was over at Andrew's apartment one night, and our cathartic end to this thing was we took the copy of his game.
Oh, that's right.
And we frisbeed it off his balcony. We just,
Y'all guys were
it
done
was
with
like
that.
the end of Top Gun. We just like let Goose go and just flew it into the air.
Dude, like, I just don't understand. Why was the demo so good, but the game sucked? It's like, fine, just give us the demo. We'll play the demo till the end of time.
Well, that's not the first time that's happened either. There was a, also on PS3, there was a demo for an Aliens game. And no, it wasn't even a demo. It was a trailer.
Yeah.
It was like Aliens, like, colonial wars or something like that. And it was like a 1.5-minute trailer, and it looked fucking amazing. My boner was busting through my shorts. And then when the game came out, it was just a train wreck.
The thing about
terrible.
Aliens in colonial time?
No, it was no. It was like after the events of the Aliens movie, and it was like another ship of colonial marines comes back to
I got it. I got it now.
LV, whatever the planet was, to go back and try to retake the planet and everything.
like, it's so simple. If you have a room, like when you play online, if you have a room and there's 15 people, like the game should just auto start, just like it does with Call of Duty, just like it does with any fucking game that you play online.
Wow, this was way before Call of Duty, right?
No, Call of Duty was around on the PS3.
But this wasn't just.
I played Black Ops 2 on the. That was my favorite Call of Duty game. Was Black Ops 2 on the PS3.
But again, you're making it sound like that was the only problem. I mean, even once you did get in the game,
It was
the
very
game was
glitchy.
boring and lame. And
Well, it was glitchy, which like when we played the demo, there was no glitches. There was no. It was perfect.
was
the demo
perfect.
was perfect. Like the single player was fine, but I didn't buy the game to do single player. I bought the game so like we could play online together and blow people up. Like,
Yes.
God damn, that demo is one of my favorite games of all time.
So hold on. Okay.
But the actual game was shit.
This is a super common thing in gaming.
So for people like me who have never seen Twisted Metal or played the game,
Yeah.
give me like a little synopsis. What the fuck is this supposed to be about?
It's just about like a post-apocalyptic future, kind of like Mad Maxy,
Okay.
where like
Everyone has a car?
people play. It's a competition. Like, did you ever see Death Race,
I'm familiar with the concept.
where it's a race but they kill each other? This was just like an all-out battle where it's like 10 or 20 cars, like 10 or 20 guys make souped-up cars that shoot each other, and the last man wins.
So this is going to be a movie now?
It's a TV show.
A TV show. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it's
if
like it's like Call of Duty, like the most kills wins that round,
And Samoa Joe's in this, right?
So here's the cast. Samoa Joe is Sweet Tooth. He's like the guy, but the voice is Will Arnett. Will Arnett voice is sweet too.
What?
Oh.
Okay.
Well, he's got that deep voice,
Sure. Okay.
so it makes sense. The show stars Anthony Mackie. He's the main star.
Okay.
Interesting.
Then we got Stephanie Beatrice from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Okay.
Thomas Hayden Church. Those are like
Sandman,
the
right?
main star. Yeah,
That's
Sandman.
that's a pretty meaty cast.
That's not
right.
bad.
So like, yeah, I'll give it a try.
Just as long as it doesn't glitch on you.
You know, if it doesn't load, if for some reason the show doesn't load, it's like, who's the Godem host? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Debuts on Peacock July 27th. So
We'll see.
hey, we'll see. Maybe if there's nothing out at the time. It's like a week before Ahsoka. I don't know. We'll see. Also, the Super Mario Bros. Movie won the box office for the 4th week in a row.
Wow.
It has officially crossed $1 billion
No shit.
globally.
Damn.
Damn.
This is now in Avengers territory.
Wow. It's get
Yeah,
ready.
man.
There's about to be a universe.
Oh my God. I can't wait for the Donkey Kong movie. And really, the Super Smash Bros. Movie, but that's probably like 5 years away.
Zelda movie. I mean, fuck, we're gonna get tons.
Yeah.
We're getting all
Simus.
of those. Yep.
Also, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantum Mania is coming to Disney Plus on May 17th. So pretty soon,
Meh.
you could avoid watching it there.
Yeah. Oh, please avoid watching it there. Yes. You can do a lot more things with 2.5 hours of your time.
I still haven't seen it, and I just can't.
No, there's no point.
I just can't muster the
It's so boring.
like. I feel like I should, but I don't wanna.
I don't think you would. First of all,
You didn't watch it with us?
no, you didn't.
Here, you should have to
Remember,
watch
you
it.
thought Ant-Man was going to die. Ant-Man didn't die. But like, here's the whole thing: you could skip that movie, and you won't be lost when the next when the next MCU movie comes out.
Right, because
Like,
nothing happened.
Nothing happened. It didn't advance Kang at all. Like at the end, you just find out that there's a million Kangs, and so it's like, who cares? And
Kang.
he's probably gonna get recast anyway.
Yeah.
And the last thing I have was Jerry Springer died at the age of 79
Oh, that's right.
last week from pancreatic cancer.
That's right.
So
70.
R.I.P. to the guy that hosted the TV show where the people would come on and fake fight.
Yeah.
And
Let's
the people
all-
that called wrestling fake thought Jerry Springer's show was real.
Let's all have a moment of Jerry.
It was funny how in wrestling they took that chant and did it for Jerry Lawler.
Oh.
Whenever like he was like, rolling on the ground with some divas. So, what do you got, Josh?
I've got one thing I think is pretty interesting. So, for fans of Dodgeball, a true underdog story, it appears like it is actually happening. We've heard rumors that they've been in the works, it might be coming back, but apparently Vince Vaughn, per Deadline, is going to be starring in the project, of course. And he's also going to produce the sequel, and it is being developed by 20th Century Fox.
Oh, Fox.
Yeah, so Dodgeball 2 is coming.
So no word yet. Ben Stiller is not officially a part of it, but this is a movie that you can't make without him.
Correct.
Because you can't do this movie without White Goodman. Because he's
For
the
sure.
best character in the movie.
For sure.
Like Vince Vaughn is like the straight man in Dodgeball. He's funny, but like Ben Stiller is all the best parts of that movie. Like I feel like Zoolander's always been like Ben Stiller's like biggest movie, but like I like Dodgeball more.
I love Zoolander.
Way more.
I don't think Hollywood is ever going to learn their lesson on making comedy sequels like 15, 20 years later.
But you know why Vince Vaughn is pushing for this so hard?
Why?
It's because he hasn't starred in a movie in fucking forever.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Per the Hollywood Life, Ben Stiller is still open to reprising his role.
He has to, otherwise the movie can't get made.
Yeah.
Just like Independence Day 2. You can't make the movie without Will Smith.
You can't make a Dodgeball sequel with no
Unless
Ben Stiller.
You're going to
no
bring
Vince
in
Vaughn.
another comedian to play a different character like White Goodman? Like, that's not going to work. By the way, okay, so it's interesting you brought that up because I was watching the trailer to the original Dodgeball today.
Uh-huh.
And this is really more for the AEW podcast.
Okay.
But White Goodman, one of his lines in the Globo Gym commercial He goes, we at Global Gym, we're better than you, and we know it.
Really? Wow.
That's MJF's catch line. The only difference is I'm better than you, and you know it. He must have gotten it from Dodgeball.
I have to know if that's his favorite movie.
He had to have gotten that from Dodgeball.
If he needs to,
and by the way,
get a mustache.
He was like 4 when that movie came out. So he must have watched it later in life. Oh my God, that blew my mind.
And he's like, you know what? I could totally reprise a Walt Whiteman. Is that what it is?
Walt Goodman. Oh, no, White Goodman.
White Goodman.
Yeah. We're better than you, and we know it.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah,
wow.
we got to remove... Maybe we should review that movie soon since, the news is coming out. That's one of my favorites, man. It really is.
Should.
Like, top 10 comedies of all time.
Oh, it's
easily.
Good. Dick, dive, dodge, and dodge.
Dick?
Right?
Dick?
I don't think Dick...
Dip, D-I-P.
Oh,
D-I-P.
and that was another classic Josh Reese moment on Hollywood Hogwash.
Dick, cock, balls, and dodge.
I don't know what you're doing, Aaron.
Come on, guys. Suck dick, lick balls, fuck ass, dodgeball.
Dip,
if you
dive, duck.
If you can suck a cock, you can dodge a ball.
To be honest, that might have been in the unrated version.
If you could dodge a dick, you could dodge my balls.
Oh, to be Josh watching a movie.
First of all, Josh, I have the unrated version, and no, that's not in the unrated version.
That's not in it? Fuck. Okay, that's a weird Floridian slip.
Look, here's the thing. The movie came out in 2004. So if it comes out next year, that's 20 years later. Mm-hmm. Anchorman 2 was 10 years later. Dumb and Dumber 2 was 20 years later.
Yeah.
These don't ever pan out.
They don't work.
Tell
They
me a
just
sequel.
don't.
Tell me a comedy sequel that came out 10 years later that was good. Can you?
Coming to him. Oh, that one didn't work.
No. Don't even try. That was like 30 years.
You could maybe even advance that to tell me a comedy sequel that worked. How many comedy sequel?
All right. I know you're not gonna like it.
Please,
Okay.
please
I know you're. No, Josh will. Rush Hour 2 was good.
And 3.
Rush Hour 2 was really good. No, 3 sucked. 2 was excellent.
Okay.
I know Rush Hour is not your thing, but Rush Hour 1 and 2 were both awesome.
Well, I can't
And really
comment.
funny.
I can't comment because I think I've only seen the first one, so I can't say
We're
anything.
gonna have to watch Rush Hour 2 soon. Okay, all right.
No, I don't think that's what we
I
said
get
at
down
all,
with that.
Josh. I don't think that's
But
what we
other
said at
than
all.
that, yeah, what comedy sequels? That might be the only one.
Like
Ghostbusters.
I'm not even talking like 15 years
Ghostbusters.
later sequel.
Ghostbusters
2 was enjoyable. It was not, as good as the first one, obviously, but it was still okay. It was still
Yeah,
pretty
that's
good.
interesting.
Yeah, there's not a ton of take a perfect comedy like Beverly Hills Cop. Beverly Hills Cop 2 was not good at all.
All right. 22 Jump Street, I did like.
Okay, that was good. Yeah.
The other ones on here not good. Hangover 2, no. Zoolander 2, no. Anchorman 2, no.
There was a Zoolander 2?
Evil Dead 2. I mean, that's that's not the. Okay, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Okay, yeah.
So there are
All
some.
right. Okay, yes, there are some.
Deadpool 2, I did like Deadpool 2.
Yes.
But these are movies. Deadpool 2, Bad Boys 2, they're not just comedies.
They're the exceptions, though. When there is
But
a
they're-
good
they're-
comedy sequel, that's an exception.
But these are also action comedies. They're not just straight comedies.
Yeah.
Shrek 2. Shrek 2 is good.
Does that even count?
Paddington 2. I didn't watch that one.
I did like Clerks 2. I did really like Clerks 2.
Ace Ventura.
That's true. Yeah, Ace Ventura 2. So look, there are exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, like 80 or 90% of Naked Gun 2.5.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So they do happen, but they're the exception, not the rule.
We have to do a
This
Leslie
fucking
Nielsen
list
movie.
has American Pie 2 better than like
Hard pass.
Naked Gun and Rush Hour 2. That's terrible.
Hard
Yes.
pass.
Yeah, that's
Jackass 2, does that even count?
No. No.
Austin Powers Goldmember? Get the fuck out of here. Austin Powers 2 was good. Austin Powers 3, no. Adam's Family Values. I don't know about that. Yeah, so there's some, definitely. But
All right.
most of the time, especially lately, they've not been good.
Yeah.
Cross your fingers. I hope it's good. I'll give it a shot if this trailer makes me laugh. That was the thing. The Dumb and Dumber 2 trailer cracked me up. And then I went and saw the movie, and I was like, man, that really sucked.
Yeah.
Is that all you had?
That's pretty much all I got this week.
I actually had one thing.
Okay, then.
It's not exactly news necessarily. It might not be news for everybody, but this was the first time I saw it. So, Terminator, right? Everybody's seen Terminator. Everybody knows who the Terminator was.
Yes.
Do you know who James Cameron originally envisioned as the Terminator?
I do.
So Andrew knows. Josh, do you know who James Cameron originally envisioned?
Was it Stallone?
The Terminator? No.
No, too short.
No.
Oh, yeah, fair.
You're probably not.
He's not
going
to get it.
He's probably not going to get it.
O.J. Simpson.
Not. Well.
Yeah, it was.
Well.
That's what I was. Yeah.
Well, yes, but
They thought the reason why not because they're like he's too nice. He's in those Naked Gun movies.
well, right, but that's a separate thing. I'm not talking about this.
You're not talking about O.J.?
I'm not talking about this. No, there was somebody else that he originally envisioned.
Well, then maybe I don't know.
Okay, so this is news for both of you. I just found this out the other day. Who he originally envisioned was Lance Henriksen, who you might know as Bishop from Aliens. Who are you? This guy was Bishop in Aliens.
Okay.
He was a character actor. He never really had a bunch of starring stuff. But what I thought was really cool, somebody went to the trouble of making a statue of Lance Henriksen as the Terminator with like half of his face off.
Okay.
And
Let's see.
there it is.
There he is. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Huh. It's pretty cool.
I just thought that was a cool thing to bring up.
Yeah.
So you guys can Google it at home if you're interested, but I thought it was pretty cool. It's like it's a statue of Lance Henriksen with half his face and then half the Terminator exoskeleton. I thought it was pretty cool.
That's interesting.
Interesting.
Nice. All right. Well, then, if that's all, we can move on to. Gosh, was this better than John Wick 4?
Sisu!
Sisu! I mean, it's
That word is never spoken in the movie.
Sisu and John Wick 4, the two best movies of the year so far.
Two best movies of the year, and I mean, really, look into your soul. And which movie did you have more fun watching?
I had more fun watching this than Cocaine Bear.
I'm not saying it's an easy answer, but
Cocaine Bear, you asshole.
stop it, Josh.
No, listen.
We agree on this movie. Stop it with Cocaine Bear.
I'm saying of the top movies that I've seen.
Really,
this year,
Josh? This
Josh?
was better than Cocaine Bear?
Josh,
Yeah, no,
I
this
swear
was
to
way
fucking
better.
God, if you bring up Cocaine Bear on one more podcast, I'm just going to leave the goddamn room. I can't with Cocaine Bear anymore.
You talked about the top movies that we've seen. That was one of the top
Maybe
movies
Josh
I've
is
seen.
doing cocaine. That's why he loves it so much.
No,
I don't know.
I wouldn't be doing it.
If we're
I
being
want to,
honest with
but-
ourselves, though, this is up there with what did we enjoy the most so far
Dude.
watching this year.
I enjoyed this more.
This is up there.
It was an hour and 45 minutes
and I didn't want it to end.
of nonstop no, and that's what the best movies are.
It
leaves
you-
you wanting more.
It leaves you begging for more of the movie.
1944, the war's over, but these fucking Nazis in Finland, right? They were in Finland.
Yes.
They were like, well, fuck it. The war's over, but let's just kill as many people as we can in the meantime.
Yep.
Like, it's interesting when you hear about stuff like that because it's like, well, sure, but no one's going to know what we did because there's no internet or anything like that. We could do some more crazy shit. And yeah, that must have went on. I mean, we've heard about that. I remember in history class learning about how, like, even after the Civil War, there were still battles that went on because they didn't even fucking know the Civil War was over.
Yes.
Right. Well, that's the whole Juneteenth day. It took them so long to tell the slaves in Galveston that the war was over and they were actually free.
And
that
you're
was
free, yeah.
like what, 2 years later or something.
Yeah,
like
they didn't want to fucking tell them.
Yeah. So I mean, it's definitely possible about shit like that happening for sure.
And again, just like when we watched the trailer, we're like, it's John Wick with Nazis. He's got a dog and a dead wife, just like John Wick.
Yep.
And a dead horse.
Eventually a dead horse. Yeah. The music and his face when he struck gold was great. Just like cutting back between the gold and his face and the gold in his face and the music and everything. That was great. I really liked the music. Like anytime he was angry and it would start with that like,
You like that?
I loved it.
No, it
We,
reminds me
we
of
kept
like
laughing, but then
Well,
like
it was great because because like one of the first times it happened, Andrew leaned over to me and he went, "Ooh, what a rush!"
I mean, it sounded just like the
Just like
fucking Road
Hawk.
Warriors.
just like Hawk.
Yeah, so I liked it.
It's pretty great. That's all I heard for the rest of the movie.
it
Yeah.
just reminded me of like Mongolian throat singing, and I was like, no, I can't do that shit.
Well, that's what it was, right? Pretty much. I mean,
Maybe.
I think we're nitpicking, Josh.
Yeah, look, the movie was great. I was just annoyed by that.
That was in Dune as well. Someone
watch
like,
Dune. I don't watch Dune. No, thank you.
no, it wasn't good. I didn't like it, and we're not going to watch the sequel. Anyways, the style, it's interesting because we all felt like there was a touch of Tarantino
Absolutely.
in this movie. Not in the sense of dialogue. It wasn't like Tarantino with dialogue because there wasn't much, and Tarantino's heavy dialogue, but like the style in which it was shot, and also like chapter 1,
The chapters.
chapter
the
2, the Nazis, and like go back and watch Inglourious Bastards. It was almost the same font
The
that they
chapters,
used in
yeah,
Inglourious
it did seem
Bastards.
like
I was going to
that.
say the chapters thing was so Tarantino.
Because it was the yellow font. Like it was
Yes.
almost the fucking same shit.
But the other thing that I kind of thought was a little bit Tarantino like was like some of like the long shots to where you got the guy just like walking through, you know,
Right.
the hills or whatever. And I feel like Tarantino does that a lot. He did a lot during
And like
Django.
And like the shocking visceral gore in some scenes was just like, holy shit.
There were audibly, even the people that I was sitting next to were like,
Yes.
holy, they're like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
The
And then-
theater was like, oh shit. Like multiple times during this thing.
It was crazy. Like this movie was fucking so much fun.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, like the first guy he kills, I just started clapping immediately, and then no one else did. And I was like, all right, I guess it's not that.
It's not that kind of crowd.
We watched it in a small theater, and it was in one of those theaters where you sit down and you have a waiter and everything. So I get it. Those are more like just
Little
quieter
nicer.
theaters, and,
Right.
Yeah. So Sisu rides by some Nazis, and they let him pass. He rides past some dead people that they hanged. And then different Nazis stop him, and they fuck with him a bit. They shoot at his dog as it runs away, but they don't shoot it. Then they find his gold, and they're like, okay, well, obviously we're going to rob him and kill him. They're about to shoot him, and that's when he fucking stabs that guy through the head with that giant knife. And that just sets the tone for the whole fucking movie, just like in the trailer. Because we saw that in the trailer, and when you see it again, you're just like, holy shit, that was awesome.
Yeah, and the best part was like right after he does that, like the movie thing is like, okay, he just stabbed the guy, so now all the Nazis are immediately going to start shooting at him. No, all of the Nazis just stood there frozen, like, what the fuck do we do? What
Yeah.
the fuck did we just see?
Right. It was like our reaction in the movie. They're like, holy fuck. Like
Yeah.
all those Nazis were like, holy fuck.
They
What
were all
the
like,
fuck?
should I reach for my gun? What the fuck do I do?
That's right. But this all could have been in it if that first column of tanks just destroyed them.
Well, maybe,
yeah.
but this guy can't be killed. And that's the type of movies I love. I mean, that's why I love the John Wick movies, like just fucking badasses like Arnold and Stallone that you just can't kill them. Like for whatever reason, they can't be killed. That's why, like that's also watching a James Bond movie. Until the last one, he can't be killed. Well, we finally killed him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he uses one Nazi as a human shield. He bashes the other guy's brains in with his helmet, and then he takes a shotgun, sticks it under the guy's chin.
Blows off the top of his fucking head.
I have never seen that.
Well, we've seen that
we
before in
have,
movies.
but
not
not,
the
but,
entire
but not
head.
like this. The whole top of his head. Just
Yeah.
poof.
No,
Yeah, it
I'm
was
just
awesome.
I'm just pointing out like some of the unique fucking kills in this movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was unique.
And like the way that was filmed too, like you just fucking saw his whole
Another
head explode.
thing about this movie was every time, and like the thing is, you know what movie you're watching. You know that 30 minutes in, he's not going to die, obviously. Like he may die at the end, but you know 30 minutes in, he's not going to die. But every time you're like, he's fucked. You
Yes.
can't possibly live.
There's
And
multiple.
he manages every single time a way to live.
There's
and
multiple.
I fucking love that.
Yeah, there's multiple scenes where like 15 Nazis roll up on him, and
Yeah.
it's like, well, that's it. He's fucked.
Yeah.
Right.
And I can't, I'm like trying to predict how's he going to get out of this.
Yes.
And I'm always wrong.
Yes.
Every single time.
It's like the most random way.
It's so great.
It
Most
wasn't
unique.
predictable.
The other Nazis come after him in a tank. He escapes as they fucking shoot the cannon at him. Oh. But then his horse steps on a mine and his horse explodes. The Nazis pull up in front of him and they just like wait there watching him as he scrambles to pick up his gold.
Right. Let him pick up all the gold.
And then we'll kill him.
Yeah. We don't want to go out there.
And they're about to shoot him, but he throws a rock at a mine and it explodes and they can't see him.
Like Batman.
So then the colonel's like, yeah, oh my God, exactly. He is like Batman. A couple of, there's a few moments in this movie where he is like Batman. But like they shoot at him anyway and he throws a couple more rocks so more mines explode. Or maybe that was them shooting. They blow up the mines.
I thought it was that he hit a rock, it exploded, and then like a couple more around him exploded.
Yeah, a couple more exploded
yeah.
to give him cover. And then we see the kill.
Well, hold on. Not yet.
Okay, all right.
First, he blocks their bullets with some sort of shield.
Captain America shield?
I don't know where he got it from exactly. Maybe
Yes.
I missed that or something. But he blocks it with a shield. He runs away. They can't see him because of the smoke. And then the main Nazi, the colonel,
right.
Colonel Bruno, makes a soldier. He's like, he sends one of them out there, just like we saw in the trailer, but it was a longer scene. And like one guy is just like, like when he first picks him and points at him, he's like me, or
Yeah.
Why'd
he
you
slowly walks up like, fuck.
It's like, oh, fuck.
In that moment, why the fuck would you ever make eye contact with your superior?
Yeah.
Your eyes should be just forward.
And the soldier's like slowly walking. We're like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And then we hear like, and like a fucking frisbee, this fucking mine comes and hits him on the guy's forehead and he explodes.
We have never, ever seen that before.
No, that was great.
I love that they gave us stuff we haven't seen
Yeah.
before in this.
And then he makes two more soldiers run and they both explode. And he's like, how many mines did you bury here? All of them.
All of them.
Fuck.
Then they do some really fucked up Nazi shit. They take two female prisoners and make them walk in front of the tank.
Ooh.
Yeah. That was brutal.
Thankfully, they don't step on any.
No,
they didn't
but
step on any mines.
But
right?
I felt like, that kind of just underscored just how ready these women were, like ready to get away from them. Like, yeah, I'll go walk in front.
If you don't listen, they'll just shoot them in the head.
I think they're getting raped all the time. I think they're going to be alive for a while.
Well, they had them for bait so that remember their plan was to like when they get to at the end when it was like that army, were they Finnish guards? Were they Norwegian? Because I think they were headed to Norway. I don't know. And one of the guards said like, what do we do when we get to the border? And he was like, we have a truckload of booze and women. I think they'll figure something out. Like they were going to offer up the women and the booze so that they could pass.
Maybe.
Right.
That was the plan.
Interesting.
That's why they had the women.
Okay.
But it's like, yeah, if you don't walk in front of the tank like we want you to, we'll just shoot you in the head.
Yeah.
And the next two will. So then a general calls their commanding officer and tells them to turn around. And this general tells them the story about I forgot what his fucking name is in the movie. We just call him Sisu, but like he's one mean motherfucker you don't want to mess with. He killed over 300 Russians. He's a one-man army, one-man death squad, right?
Right. The Bubu Yaga.
Basically.
Baba Yaga?
The Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga. And the colonel ignores the orders because he's like, in a few months, we'll all be hanged.
Understandably.
And the gold is our only way out. So Sisu, Sisu digs some shrapnel from his leg with a knife. That was pretty brutal.
That was brutal.
Then the Nazis show up. He hides behind a car. And then as they pass by, he rolls under one of the trucks and hangs on. And he cuts a hole in the gas tank. And the dogs smell it, so they stop. And then Sisu runs away, but they shoot at him. They sick the dogs on him, but then he lights a match and sets himself on fire.
Again.
So the dogs don't come after him.
Never seen that.
Because it's like...
When have we ever seen someone light themselves on fire to
slight
escape?
Slints of disbelief.
In that 10 seconds,
But he can't
when they're sticking the dogs, I'm like, I can't see this guy killing dogs.
Yes.
No.
Because he loves that dog.
Right.
Yes.
And even though he's a fucking crazy murdering motherfucker, like, I just can't see him killing those dogs.
Even Nazi
Right.
dogs.
Even Nazi dogs.
Yes.
So he sets himself on fire. You're like, what the fuck, dude? But it's just his back.
Right.
And then he quickly jumps in the fucking lake.
Like, I think Andrew actually said that when he lit himself on fire, Andrew was just like, what? Like, audibly in the theater.
It's just like, what
Fucking
is...
pulls out the match and like with his gritty fingers, is able to just bam snap it on.
He's
It's
awesome.
fucking crazy.
You wish you were half the man this guy is.
I do.
So he jumps in the lake. They're like, well, I mean, he might be immortal, but he needs to fucking breathe at some point.
Does he?
And then he comes up for a quick breath and then goes back down before they could shoot him.
I was glad this didn't become like Pop-A-Mole.
Yeah. I thought it was going
That's what I thought.
I thought he was going to boop, 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 and then just get to the other side. But it got way better than that.
Way better.
They send a few soldiers in a small boat, and the first one jumps in the water, and he can't find him, and Sisu comes from behind, slits his throat, and then what does he do?
He breathes the air out of the guy's fucking neck.
Fucking amazing.
Again,
breathes it out of
never-
his lungs.
Again,
Out of his lungs.
never seen this before.
That is amazing.
Another never seen before. What a cool detail.
And then he does it to like two more of them, right?
He did it to
Yes.
one more.
One more.
And then the
Yeah.
other guy tried to rowboat away.
Well, the other guy was like,
Yeah, it
fucking,
happens.
the other guy, the last soldier in that boat looks in the back of the boat, and Sisu's just looking at him.
Looking at him from under the water. And the guy's like,
And
nope,
he's like, nope.
nope. And he just starts
And
rowing
the
to the
colonel's
other
like,
side.
go in now, and then he won't do it, and he's like, and the colonel orders his soldier to be shot.
This
and
is
they shoot him in the
prosecuting
head.
as desertion. Okay.
Yeah, right. God, that was so fucking good. And then Sisu makes it across the lake with a dead body on his back to protect himself as they shot at him.
A little bit of slight disbelief here because if that guy's shooting at him with that big 50 cal, if
He
he's
would go
getting
through.
if he's getting
Well, he
hit,
did
that's
that
going
earlier in the
through.
movie
Yes.
too.
But that was with a much smaller gun.
Yeah, he did that multiple times in this movie.
But
the whole body is a shield thing.
he
but
can't
this
be
one-
killed. He
yeah,
can't
you
be
have
killed.
to suspend disbelief on this
Can't
one.
be killed.
Well, I mean, come on. You really have to suspend disbelief at the end. But anyways, Sisu's dog was left behind, so the Nazis take it. Sisu gets to a town that the Nazis scorched, which we saw like in the beginning of the film when he's mining for gold. You like heard and we saw shit
Yes.
going like far away.
Explosions.
Explosions.
Fire and shit in the yep.
So that was the town that they scorched. And then Sisu finds a spot to sleep in a fucking blown up gas station. And it's like, oh, finally this guy gets some rest. But nope. He immediately hears his dog barking. And he finds his dog, but they attached a stick of dynamite to it.
A lit stick of dynamite.
A lit stick of dynamite. He grabs it, throws it, but it was still close enough that it knocked him down.
Listen, I give the Nazi general a 10 out of 10 for creativity. That was great.
It's pretty good.
I mean, I didn't see that coming. A rocket dog? Just bam. Just
So
hatch
then
a rocket to
the
him. Go find your
Nazis,
buddy.
the Nazis hang him, and eventually he stops struggling. So you think he's dead. The colonel puts a piece of gold in Sisu's pocket, and they leave. And I guess he was faking because he wakes up and he's fighting for his life. And that's the other thing is like, can you actually survive that?
I don't think so. I think it's. I think it's.
I mean, it's a movie, right?
The story. He
Yeah,
can't be
remember
killed.
what we're watching.
He
But
cannot be killed.
Because he was fucking like that for a while.
Right.
I don't know.
Just shoot the motherfucker.
I think of Bruce Willis in Sin City is keep your neck tight. Remember when he was hanged? He was like, keep your neck tight. So maybe you can. I don't know. Maybe we could Google, can you survive getting hanged?
Maybe, but
I
he
do
did
kinda-
it for like 3 hours.
I did kind of get the vibe maybe this wasn't the first time this guy had gotten hanged.
Been hanged.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, they also talked about that earlier, how even the Finnish army was like, this guy's too fucking crazy
Right.
for us.
Right.
We just let
Yeah.
him go out doing
Just-
commando
just let
stuff
him
by
go.
himself.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, is there a way to survive being hanged? Someone says there is. I read about this guy who was those days you had a chance to appeal. Okay, well that was maybe he got.
I read
Justice.
I read about this guy is not a good start.
I mean, in Inglorious Bastards, Brad Pitt's character has a scar on his neck,
Right.
That supposedly is from like he survived a lynching, But yeah,
Sure.
whatever. This guy can't be killed. That's
We can just assume that the Nazis are fuck ups. I got it.
So he's trying to get his foot on this little nail. and he can't do it. So instead, his leg that already has a hole in it from shrapnel.
Convenient.
There's just like this giant stick of metal poking out, and he puts his leg on it and go
to help prop himself up, so
Prop
he could
himself
probably breathe a little bit.
and then he takes a nap.
Just like Legos.
Jesus, just like
He
Jesus.
just
Just like
attaches his
Jesus.
leg to the thing like a fucking Lego.
Oh, Jesus. Later, a Nazi plane flies by, and they fly low enough that the wind like knocks the fucking thing down that he was on.
Right.
And it was funny because every time, like, it slowly went. So, like, he was safe, but then it starts going down, and, like, he starts being hanged again. He's like, "Ah!"
Right.
And then eventually he falls down, and they find out he's alive. And that one guy's like, shoot him and shoot the dog. And Sisu trips him, and his head lands on some bricks.
Yeah. Instantly dead.
And the guy, and like the gun goes off. So the guy's like, shoot the dog too. He's like, shoot the dog.
Why won't you shoot the damn dog?
And then he goes and finds him, and then Sisu knocks the guy out with a brick.
Poor Sisu.
And then that Nazi wakes up and is horrified at the sight of Sisu fixing himself up.
I was
pulling
horrified.
all the shrapnel out of his body. And
Yeah.
like they kept showing him pull out shrapnel, and then they show the Nazi, and he's like, "Ah, no!"
This movie
torture.
this movie was not shy at all about
Gore?
like I'm gonna dig this bullet out of the hole in my leg.
It's fucking amazing.
I'm gonna
Not
pull my
shy at all.
stomach together and sew my stomach.
I fucking loved it, man. And also, there was that giant scar, like from his chest to his stomach, that we don't even know what that is.
Yes.
Like, did someone just stab him and rip out the organs?
Yeah, the
we'll
first
get
time
that in
you
the
see him,
prequel.
before shit even goes crazy, he was like cut from his shoulder down to his like belt line. It was
You gotta
crazy.
see the prequel to see how that happened.
I can't wait
Yeah.
for it, to be honest.
Then the road the Nazis are on is blocked by what to them looks like a crashed plane. And I guess it is.
Right, because they were going to get to a plane.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you see that, you know, when Sisu looked at the plane, it was like, okay, I'm going to do something here. And a Nazi noticed that the dead pilot inside has the same noose that he hanged Sisu with.
Yep.
He's like, no, it's the same noose. No, really, it's the same noose. And then one of the captured women starts laughing because the two Nazis are like, he's alive? Really? Oh, fuck. And she says, again, from the trailer, like, you'll see what happens when you take everything from him. And they ask her, like, do you think he's immortal? No, he just refuses to die. You and your boyfriend are already dead.
And his name is John Wick. Oh, I'm sorry, Sisu.
Right. And they're immediately, right after she says that, they're immediately killed. And one of them is run over because he throws them out of the truck and he gets run over.
I love the Nazis in the
And they're like,
motorcycle.
was that one of ours?
It's like, was that one of our guys?
And they just keep on beep-bopping, scotting around. Man.
And Sisu gets in the back. He hands the woman a gun. Then Sisu stabs the driver from on top of the car. That was great, too, because the guy's driving and a knife comes through and he's like, ah! And then the knife comes through again. He's like, ah! And then the third one,
Right in the top of
right
his
through
head.
his fucking
Yep.
head. And then the woman drives the car. Sisu hops on the tank. The Nazis are suspicious, but the women in the back weekend at Bernie's the dead Nazi and make him wave to them to make it seem like everything's okay.
What this made me think of was
That was great.
there was a scene in Beverly Hills Cop 3 where Eddie Murphy did the same shit. Like he killed some dude and then like a bunch of other guys came up and he hid behind the corpse and like held up the guy's arm and he's like, he ran up those stairs.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I thought of Weekend at Bernie's.
It was great.
So then one of them pops out of the top of the tank, and the colonel just sees the guy's feet get pulled out of the tank. Like, that's Batman.
No.
That's Batman.
Before that, you missed the when all the girls murdered the Nazis.
No, that's after this.
That was after?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this all kind of bled together. It was great.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. That was right before this. The woman driving that truck pulls up to the other truck.
Wait.
And like, he looks at her. She's like, what's up? And then the fucking women, like
the
the
sheet
5 other
off.
women, pull the sheet off and shoot all the Nazis that are sitting on top of the truck.
Fucking
Just
amazing.
like
That's great.
Just like Duck Hunt. Just blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
It was awesome. So Sisu fights the one guy. They fight. They roll off the tank. And Sisu's got him beat. He's about to murder him with his fucking pickaxe. And two Nazis on a motorbike ride up. And they're like, that's him. And then he just looks at them, points the pickaxe, and they get out of the motorbike and they run away.
To be fair, that's the smartest thing they've done.
They had him at gunpoint.
Right.
And they ran away.
The guy has been so fucking unkillable.
Yeah.
I mean, with their luck, the guns would have jammed and he would have killed them both anyways.
So Sisu spares the Nazi, that guy's life, and he rides away on the motorbike. But then the 6 women walk up with guns in hand, and he screams as we cut away.
Terrified.
That shot of those women walking, that was like, I feel like another like
That was
Tarantino
Tarantino.
shot.
Yep.
You know, like the deadly vipers from Kill Bill, or like all of them walking together. You know.
Yes.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah, you gotta see. That's gonna be one of these weeks, Josh. Kill Bill, back to back. Yeah. So the colonel and the young soldier are the only ones left. They escape to a plane with a pilot waiting for them.
They started with 30 of these motherfuckers. and
like-
others too.
And this fucking colonel just shoots the young soldier dead.
Yeah.
Why?
Wow. Greedy.
It was a big plane.
No.
He could have sat in the back.
He wanted all the gold.
Did he have the gold at that point?
Yeah.
They still had the gold?
Yeah, because
They did.
He
Yep.
was still.
You're
that's
right,
why
okay.
Sisu was coming for him.
Sure. Well, I mean, at that point, I think he was going to kill him either way.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, that's true. I guess he wanted more of the gold. That makes sense. So Sisu shoots at them as they start to take off. The pilot is shot, but still alive.
I love it. He goes, not good. Not good.
It's not good. He's like, you're still alive. You can fly the fucking plane.
And he's just sitting there, one hand, nah.
And they look down and they think he's still on the motorbike. And I was just like, oh man, he totally Tom Cruise this shit.
Yeah.
And he did with the pickaxe. He's stuck to the plane and we're taking off.
Fucking awesome.
We're in the fucking sky, thousands of feet up. And he gets inside. He fights the colonel. The fucking colonel beats the shit out of him and starts whipping him with like a cord.
Right. Well,
Like
I think,
whipping him in the face.
Right.
oh, right. That's one of the jump cords from
But-
the
Yeah.
military.
But before all this, in a foreshadowing scene, I knew exactly. I was hoping they wouldn't fuck us out of it, and they delivered.
When you saw the bomb.
They showed
Oh
you the
my
bomb.
God,
I'm like,
yes.
I know exactly how this is going to end. Like, please don't fuck this up. Give it to us. And
I also like when
they
the pilot, when they were hearing noise and the pilot's like, no, don't worry, it's an old plane. And then another one, the pickaxe through, we may have a problem.
He was very Russian. I appreciated that.
Yeah, it was great. And so he's beating him with the cord. He's like, why won't you fucking die? And Sesu's like, can barely move at this point, and he's about to deliver like the final blow. But Sisu catches the cord, attaches it to the rocket bomb, and fucking releases it.
Bam.
And the guy falls to his death, attached to the rocket, and then
Flicking off Sisu
gives
like,
the finger and
"Fuck
goes,
you!"
"Fuck you!" and explodes on the ground.
amazing.
I mean, as deaths go, I mean, that's probably not bad. That's not a bad way to go.
Yeah, if you had to go, sure. God, just
Another
what?
unique death.
Absolutely. So then we find out the pilot's dead. He notices the plane starts,
Oh, right.
Tilting.
You see that
Nosediving,
one little
yeah.
Nosediving.
bottle just going
and then
forward.
they show the pilot, and he's like, "This is his death face." He's like,
He's like, he looked terrified.
so Sisu straps in, puts on his seatbelt, and luckily the plane crashes into a swamp.
Right.
I assumed he
'Cause of
went to
course.
hell and hell spit him back out.
Basically, yeah. So the women ride the tank to the Allied army, I guess the Norwegians, and they've got the guy that Sisu spared, like hanging on the cannon.
That was
He's
great.
still alive.
Yeah.
So Sisu didn't kill everyone. This guy's gonna, have a trial, I guess, or I don't know, just be shot by these guys. I don't know.
Probably.
And we find out Sisu survives. He crawls out of the swamp. He gets in the motorbike and goes straight to a bank. Fucking dumps all the gold nuggets in front of the bank teller. And he just puts them down. And then finally, he didn't speak a goddamn word this whole movie. In Finnish, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we have subtitles. He says, "Bills, Big ones, please. Ones that are not so hard to carry.
Credits.
Bam.
Oh, Sisu.
Oh my God.
Like seriously, name another movie that was more enjoyable to watch this year. I can't.
It was so good.
Like as enjoyable, yeah, sure, but it's just so fucking fun. This is exactly what a cult movie is.
Yeah,
Every
I feel like
moment
this
was
movie.
interesting.
I feel like this movie has to get to cult status.
This movie is going
like
to be in
people need to see this movie.
yeah.
It's not worth. It's like it doesn't deserve to just make $5 million at the box. I think that's global box office. It's such a small movie.
I really hope it picks up steam, but even if it doesn't, this
Like,
is,
it might
in
be-
10, 15 years, this is going to be
It might
known
be
as
one
a
of those
cult
things
classic.
like when it comes out on streaming, everyone's gonna see it
Right. Maybe.
because holy shit, man.
I mean, there's
This it's like, dude, imagine like it's like what you said, like Keanu Reeves. Imagine like they made this with Arnold back in the day or some shit.
right. No, I mean like
This guy's awesome. I don't know. I don't even know what this actor's name is.
I mean, not
but he
even-
should be a big star.
I mean, not even Keanu Reeves. If they made this movie with fucking Statham, it would have made 5 times as much money as it did.
right.
Yeah, oh, that's crazy.
We're still going to be watching
And like
this
here's
15
like
years
it was
from
a
now.
small movie because he was made for cheap, but nothing in this movie looked fake.
No.
No.
Like,
I mean the
hey, Marvel, this movie cost probably a 100th of what your fucking next MCU movie is gonna cost,
And it looked great.
and it looked
and realistic.
so fucking real.
right. And Homeboy said 10 words and it was one of the more thrilling movies I've seen in a long time. Homeboy's 64 years old.
I love when this happens. This I was telling Andrew this earlier. Like I don't know, a couple months ago, I was scrolling through Twitter one day, and something popped up on my feed of some guy said, "Guys, look, I saw this movie called Sisu. You guys don't understand what is coming with this movie. It was so fucking good."
Yeah,
And it was kind of similar to Guardians of the Galaxy, where you know we started hearing things coming out like, oh, this might be really fucking good.
Sure. We just described it, but I mean, it's worth watching.
Yeah,
I remember
we-
you telling me about it. Like,
It's great.
like everything we just said in this podcast can't do justice to this movie. Just go see it.
Rotten Tomatoes 93, critic score, audience score 90. So there you go.
That's pretty.
I can't even imagine. Let's read a negative review from a critic and see, because I can't. Okay, Pete Volk from Polygon. Sisu is stuck between two tones without fully committing to either, promising more than it ultimately delivers.
That's
You
incorrect.
are a fucking loser.
It's a guy that doesn't like a fun
It
time.
promised action, bloodbath.
Todd Jorgensen from Cinemalog. There's a certain gonzo audacity to the stylish and progressively more outrageous confrontations and death sequences, even if the film becomes too repetitive to sustain its tension.
If you're writing words like that and watching Sisu, you're in
Right.
the wrong fucking place.
Yeah.
This is why you only listen to the audience scores.
Mark Dicksuck. The movie falls into a routine with only a few flashes for much inspiration in terms of the grisly or the excessive.
Okay, well, this movie's not for you, you fuck.
No.
I mean, that's why I was like, you can't give a bad review. It's impossible. You have to be a real shithead to do that.
No, if you're rating this as a John Wick movie, it's a 10 out of 10, right?
If you're rating this as a Nazi killing movie, it's a 10 out of 10.
10 out of fucking 10.
But no, as a regular movie, I mean, this is fucking what, an 8, 9?
I would say a 9.
9?
I would say
think
a
so.
9.
I mean, it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
It's so simplistic and straightforward.
I mean, I don't see how you improve on it.
You
So
can't.
Add more Nazi deaths, maybe. You know, I don't mind.
This is just one of those lightning in a bottle movies. They nailed it.
Absolutely.
It was fun. They gave us just what we needed. Not too
Yeah.
much, not too little.
Yeah,
Great move not having the lead guy talk at all.
I know. Who the fuck
Yeah,
is this?
it just-
The director and writer. It was one director. It was the same. The guy wrote and directed. Jalmari Hellander. Jamari Hellander.
He'll be right in the next Marvel movie.
Yeah,
Probably
maybe.
not.
Yeah, fucking crazy. Let me see if there's any interesting trivia on this.
I was trying to find someone, but it was kind of hard to find.
Did you look on the?
I looked on IMDb.
I knew he'd get it wrong again. That's why I said it.
IMDb.
Yeah. Each act is approximately 15 minutes. That's interesting.
I really loved the chapters. Like, how much fun is you're watching this movie, you're having a great time, it's so much fun, and then like chapter 6, kill them all.
Yeah,
and we
were
all like, yes. Oh, so great.
Yeah, awesome.
They got all the little things right.
Everyone needs to see this movie.
Yes.
Everybody.
Yes.
All right, let's do fan questions now.
I can't wait for the prequel.
I can't wait for the sequel.
Sisu, Red Dawn.
Yeah. Sisu, more Nazis.
I want to see him kill all these 300 Russians.
Well, no, because the
I wanna see
prequel
him
would
as,
be
like-
the Russians. That's why I said Red Dawn.
Right. Yeah.
I like
I
that,
want to see him also, now that he's rich, or at least he has some money, he uses that money to get even richer, and then he just like, he travels the world killing like escaped Nazis.
Oh,
Like,
he goes to South America.
He goes to Argentina.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That would be
Oh,
awesome.
that would be awesome.
I'm here for your redemption.
No, he doesn't talk, Josh, until the very end.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Until he cashes more money. Dylan, if you could bring back one dead actor for a final performance, excluding Heath Ledger, because that's too obvious, who would it be? Fuck, I mean, it would be Heath Ledger.
I would. Look,
Man.
shut up. I don't want to hear a fucking word.
What?
I would bring back Bill Paxton for Twister 2.
You're such an ass.
It'd make me happy.
Oh, God.
All right, I would bring back Bill Paxton for Aliens 2. How about that? Is that better?
That's better.
Is that better?
No, here's the easy one.
Aliens 2? You mean Aliens 5 or whatever it is?
No.
Paul
no,
Walker.
No, because
Paul Walker for Fast and Furious.
there was going to be a Neil Blomkamp direct sequel to Aliens, like ignoring Alien 3 and all of that other shit. They got as far as doing screen tests with Hicks with like the acid burns on his face. I was so fucking excited. And then they said, oh, well, never mind, because Ridley Scott's doing his, the fucking, what were those? Prometheus. The Prometheus movies. They just decided to not do it because Ridley Scott was doing his thing.
Oh, here's one. And I really do mean this one. Michael Clark Duncan. I'd want to see him do something. I
Yeah,
like
he was
Michael
great.
Clark Duncan.
Well, no, something specific. It's not just an actor for a general thing. It's,
for him to play
it's
a
for something
role?
specific.
Man, I don't know. But I want to see. I'd want
What
to
did
see
you
him
Google?
on
Best dead actors?
I just Googled dead actors.
Best dead actors.
Jesus Christ. Man, that's tough. I mean,
Ray Liotta. I can't believe Andrew doesn't want to bring him back.
Oh, I got it.
Uh-oh.
James Gandolfini for the Sopranos movie.
Can't we just let him die and rest in peace?
Well, that's not the point
I
of the
know.
question. I would also love to see Chris Farley do like just one more fucking one more Chris Farley movie.
One more movie with David Spade.
Yeah. One more.
Just one more.
Yeah. I don't know who else. It's interesting. Who's the best actor that's like dead now?
I mean, that's a lot of fucking people.
It's a lot of people.
That's hard to answer.
That's a tough one. But yeah, those are my two answers at least. Chief Naka Homer, Pushfire Barry, Lex Luthers, Gene Hackman, Kevin Spacey, Jesse Eisenberg. Okay, for fire, Jesse Eisenberg.
Fire. I guess you push Hackman.
You got to push Hackman.
Hackman.
Yep.
Gene Hackman. Kevin Spacey did a great job. He was the only good part of that movie.
He was good. Yes. I'll give him that.
Superman will wrong. The Rizzler, I finally watched the second Shazam. Well, the first 30 minutes, it's unwatchable.
Yeah.
I understand why The Rock was acting like a bitch, not wanting to mix the Shazam Black Adam storylines. Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
saying,
it was tough to watch.
He didn't even make it to the Skittles scene. Wow,
Agreed.
okay.
He says best and worst comic book movie sequels, worst Shazam, Wonder Woman, Venom, Thor, best Guardians, The Dark Knight, Deadpool.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, those are all
about it.
great sequels, and those are all
That's appropriate.
shitty sequels as well. Yeah, so.
Iron Man 2.
Omar says, I think people forget that Shazam is a 17-year-old boy when he's in hero form. He still has the mind of a 17-year-old boy. Yes, but Spider-Man, Homecoming, like there's been a few good Spider-Man movies, and he's 16 and 15 and.
No,
Yes.
I was watching someone breaking down the Shazam 2 movie. I can't believe we're still talking about it. But no, like the two characters, like Billy Batson and then him as Shazam, they're nothing alike. Like Shazam is like a small child. Yeah, cool, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But Billy Batson is like, he's like emotional and he's like family. It's just like the two actors never even met.
Right.
They're not playing the same character.
This next one is a spoiler from the Flash trailer, so I don't want to say it for Aaron.
I think we should.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Oh, no.
It's fine.
No. I mean,
It's gonna get spoiled for me.
just cover your ears and
this movie comes out over the summer. I'm on social media. It's gonna get spoiled.
no. Take your headphones off. I'll whisper it, and then cover your ears and just kind of go like la 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 la. So Omar says, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." I hated this line from Batman only because the way it was delivered and executed, which was exactly the way I imagined that Beetlejuice would do it. Seems like Michael Keaton got my fan mail on the critique of his performance 30 years ago. So I guess he likes the new one, but that's true. Beetlejuice is getting a sequel as well.
Okay, so I heard all of that.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
Did you hear the first line?
I heard everything. Yeah.
What did I say?
You want to get nuts? I mean, you're Italian. What do you expect?
I fucking whispered it!
It was. You've got good ears, Aaron.
Italian whispering is like, hey.
All right. Andre the Goon. Andrew, when you have the time, do yourself a favor and play both Red Dead 1 and 2.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
But if you have to choose one to play, the second one, trust me, it will make you cry. All I have to say is one scene.
Really?
And Aaron, you probably know this, the scene with Arthur Morgan and
Yeah.
Sister Calderon. That's fucking cinema gold. Should have won an Academy Award.
It's
Academy Award. It's a video game. My favorite game of all time.
the way you love great characters. Like yes, great story, but great characters. You would love Red Dead Redemption 2.
Really?
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe we'll have to play the game for.
PCJ. It's not. This is a movie.
No, it's a movie.
It's a video
It
game.
might be a movie.
PCJ. If you could pick 3 fictional characters from film or TV to have dinner with, who are you choosing and where are you eating? Oh, and Josh spelled dictionary. This is not that podcast.
I can't spell
He
dictionary.
can't spell dictionary. He already
No.
knows. He'd say what? He would say D-I-C-K. Dick.
No, get the fuck out of here. No. Let's see. Three people that I'd want to eat.
No. You'd want to eat?
No, that I'd want to
3
eat dinner.
people you'd want to eat?
That I'd want to eat dinner with, motherfucker. That I'd want to eat dinner with, motherfucker.
You'd want to motherfuck them?
Andrew, this is not the Josh
3
Reese show.
fictional characters. All right, so the Joker with Heath Ledger.
You'd want to eat dinner with him?
Yeah, why not?
Let me tell you, I got these scars.
I would want to know his fake story. Yeah,
And then he would stab you.
maybe.
I think I'd want to eat dinner with Deadpool. I think that'd be a riot.
He might kill you too.
He might kill me too.
I mean, 3 funny people, right? Michael Scott from The Office.
Michael Scott would be good. Yeah, for sure. Who'd be a good cook?
Just pick 3.
Gus Fring. Gus Fring cooks well.
He'd be boring as fuck to go to dinner with.
Just
Are you enjoying your meal?
Just pick 3 people from Major League. Like any of the guys from Major League.
That's true. It's not bad. Deddy Guerrero. In relevance to Sisu, have you seen Defiance with
Hold on.
Yeah.
Deddy Guerrero.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
Yeah. Have you seen Defiance with Daniel Craig? It's another Nazi killing movie based on a true story, supposedly. Another good sleeper World War II flick is Enemy at the Gates. Another based on a true story movie starring Jude Law and Ed Harris.
I do have Defiance on my
Interesting.
to watch list. I've known about that one for a while.
We might check that out
that's on my
eventually.
to do list. Have you guys seen Enemy at the Gates?
No.
That came out when we were working at AMC. Andrew,
You know what?
it was
I've
a sniper movie with Jude Law and
I watched like 30 minutes of it on TV like last year.
yeah.
And it was good. Like
Yeah.
there was a scene where there was a group of dead bodies and like they were playing dead with the dead bodies.
Yes.
As they rolled up.
Damn.
And they were still shooting the dead bodies just in case someone was playing dead.
Like if you just had to distill it down to a description, Jude Law and Ed Harris in a sniper battle in World War II. Like, fuck yeah.
That sounds great.
This movie?
It's a good movie. Enemy at the Gates.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. It's a good movie.
Yeah, that's cool. Any more? He says, you got any more good under the radar war movies? I'm not a huge war movie guy.
I saw a lot of them when I was a kid, but I saw a lot more Vietnam war movies when I was a kid.
The HBO series Band of Brothers was supposed to be excellent.
Yeah,
but I've yet to be able to get into that.
There was an HBO movie called When Trumpets Fade, I think. I remember that being pretty good. I've got a good under the radar World War II movie. I believe it's called
Edge of Tomorrow.
Saving Private Ryan.
It's a great war movie. It's war with aliens, but it's war.
Hold on, give me 5 seconds and I'll give you the
Crimson
name of it.
Tide. I love Crimson Tide. That was good. That's war with submarines, but
Inglourious Bastards. That's not under the radar though. But
that's not really under the radar. Yeah, you're right.
Not at all.
Not at all. That might be over the radar.
It's one of the best movies ever. No, it's not over the radar. Definitely not. I don't know. I didn't see 1917. That looked good. Did any of you guys see that? 1917?
No, it looked...
I've heard good things about All Quiet on the Western Front. That's a Netflix movie. I haven't seen it, though.
Well, it's on Netflix, right?
Well, I think it's a Netflix movie,
It's a Netflix movie?
I think so.
Well, all right.
Yeah. Hacksaw Ridge, I heard, was good.
Oh, that's with the Andrew Garfield, right?
Right. The one where he can't kill people, but he saves them.
I can't
instead.
hold a gun. Like, why not, bitch?
It's against his I
haven't seen a lot. I need to see Apocalypse Now. I never saw that either.
I haven't seen that in a long time. I think that should be a hogwash movie.
Maybe.
Okay, the name of the movie I'm thinking of is A Midnight Clear.
Okay.
It had Kevin Dillon, Ethan Hawke, Gary Sinise.
Yeah.
I remember that being pretty good.
What's the best war movie ever?
Saving Private Ryan.
Jesus.
Inglourious Bastards.
I mean, you almost have to make two categories, like best and then most fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're talking best, I mean, it's tough to argue with Saving Private Ryan. But man, the first Missing in Action movie with Chuck Norris, that was just fun.
Missing in Action?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, he made a bunch of Vietnam War movies back in the 80s.
Yeah, The Deer Hunter. I never saw that either.
Now you can watch it on
That
the
was
Roku
more of a
channel.
drama than a war movie though. Like war was in it.
Right.
That was more just a drama.
Right. All right. Well, that is all for fan questions. So make sure you subscribe to our podcast. We have exclusive videos on our YouTube channel, Hollywood Hogwash Pod. Please subscribe there. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Hollywood Hog Pod. And you can become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. Again, please watch Barry Season 4 with us on there.
Yes.
We got recaps of The Last of Us, Mandalorian Season 3. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching some more Barry this week.
But more importantly, watch Sisu.
Yes.
Just go watch Sisu right now. And we'll see you next week for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
They're all gonna die.